Hi, everybody. It's Leslie M. Thornton, Hypnosis for Permanent Weight Loss. And today I have my amazing former client and quasi family member, Cindy Van Ullen, that is generous enough to come on here today and share about her experience with my Hypnosis for Permanent Weight Loss class. And yeah, my intention for doing these interviews is to really just kind of shine a light on some of the different struggles that people have prior to starting to work with me. And a lot of times, what people start working with me for ends up being the result that they get ends up being different, than they ever even expected. And Cindy had an experience similar to that. And her story was really moving to me and pretty profound. So I was just really happy. Cindy, thank you for being here and being willing to share with people.
Oh, well, thank you, Leslie, for the journey you took me on.
Yeah, so good. Yeah, so if you could just tell the audience a little bit about where you were when we first started having conversations and what led you to reach out for the hypnosis for weight loss. We'd love to hear that.
Okay, well, I have been overweight and uncomfortable in my body for probably 15 or so years. And I have been trying to diet. I've been going up and down, never really happy with how I felt in clothes, how I looked, and decided that I had tried every diet. I had tried everything. I was following you on Facebook with all of your journeys and your wonderful meditations and information. And I said that you started your program, and I just felt that I was being guided to you. So we called and had a chat, and I joined your hypnosis class
I love
for weight loss.
Yeah, that's so good. Yeah, so tell us a little bit about that conversation that we had, if you wouldn't mind.
Not at all. I remember quite vividly. The first thing you tried to impress upon me was I had to love myself today, love my body today just as it is, and to forgive myself for all my egotistical, imaginary views of myself, putting myself down, my self shame. I had to learn to give all of that up and see myself as the spirit that I am inside this body,
Mm.
and to love this body. And I sort of said, well, I might have a hard time doing that.
Mhm.
You told I was going to a party and I didn't really have anything that fit me. I have not bought clothes in quite a few years because I was waiting to lose the weight. And you said, go out and buy something that makes you feel beautiful. And I did. I went out and bought a dress for this party, or an outfit. And I did find myself feeling comfortable in what I was wearing.
Mm.
Um, but I was still expecting, oh, great, I'm going to lose all this weight in this program. And what I found was it's not really what I would call a weight loss program. It is a total shift in my um, a total shift in my view of myself and how I function in the world. And I have learned to love myself, be confident within, no matter what my shape is, but trying to really um, nurture this body that I have, which is perfect today. And what all I can do is give it what it really needs to get healthier and stronger and better. And the tools that you gave me have led me on a journey which will take time. I have to be patient. You have told me that I need to be patient with this.
Mm.
And I am slowly taking baby steps in um, in enjoying this weight loss journey. So it's not discipline and self-control and fighting with myself and good foods and bad foods. It's not, it's letting go of all of that stress, forgetting about it. Don't get on the scale. Just look at your body, tell yourself you love yourself and your body the way it is, and do what your body needs to stay healthy, strong, and slowly it will lose the extra weight um, along the journey.
Mm-hmm.
But I love the fact that I really have lost a lot of shame, have gained confidence, feel much more joy in my life. So it's much more than weight. Weight is just a secondary thing in this journey. This journey is just really much more powerful than that.
Wow, really good. You shared so many awesome gems in that, and I just want to pull it apart just a little bit. Yeah,
Sure.
like I know that like one of the things that initially drove you to reach out was because of the work that I had done with Dr. Joe Dispenza and a lot of
Yes.
how the hypnosis and my understanding the science behind how it was actually working once it really worked for me and I saw it working for other clients, I was like, I need to know how this works. So Dr. Joe was somebody who did that.
Yeah.
And I know that you're saying about a lot of people come to me and it's like, okay, like we need to lose this weight. We're ready to do it. We're going to have it come off. And it's like, great. And I can always support people with that. And if that's where energy is coming, for people, then that's awesome. But my prerogative when I'm having these conversations, like the one I had with you, Cindy, is to really understand like all the way at the root level, like what is it that you hope to get when you lose that weight?
Ah,
Right.
yes.
Mm-hmm. So do
Yes.
you want to share a little bit about that part?
Yes.
Remember?
I wanted to um I wanted to be able to let go of the um the inner turmoil I had when I thought I didn't look right. My life was comparison with others, and um, and I had to let go of that. And I had your hypnosis that I listen to every night still
Mhm.
uh, helped me with that. Um, it was really eating me up inside how I didn't understand why I was feeling um, so physically uh, tight and restrained when I just the thought of going out in public the way that I felt I looked.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah, and how
and
how would that impact your confidence having that?
well, my confidence I did not really have much confidence.
Mm.
I was so really self absorbed with all of this that um, I just, I really did not enjoy my day at all. It always creeped my self awareness was not there. I don't really know if that's the correct way to say it, but I was always so worried about what I looked like and what are people going to think of me. They're going to call me fat. They're going to say, "Oh, that doesn't look good on her." My physical appearance was like very important to me. It was my identity until I found that it's not my identity. What's inside is my identity.
Mm.
But it's very hard to lose that. It's been ingrained in us since, at least me, since I was a little girl. How you have to look this way or that way. These are the proper clothes to wear. All the models were so thin. I need to look like that. Um, that does a number on your mind
Mm-hmm.
growing up.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And what would you say about so what you said, that's pretty monumental of like I wasn't enjoying my day. Like
No, I was too worried about what I looked like or what people were going to think of me.
mm,
Yeah,
constant thinking and yeah, fear
yes.
thoughts about what other
Very
people.
ego, very, yeah, very mind driven. I was not allowing the present moments to be there for myself.
Mm,
Yeah, I was
and
just focusing on me and my dilemma, as we'll call it.
got it. Yeah. And what would you say was like what is it like now when you're in that kind of situation?
Oh my goodness. Um, I'm not self-conscious anymore at all. I care about having clothes that aren't stained or dirty. Um, but I'm not, my appearance is not something that I spend a lot of time on. It's not really who I am. I walk out of the house, my teeth are brushed, my face is washed, my clothes are clean. That's all I need. And then I can appreciate and be aware of all the wonderful things that I'm doing during the day with no extra thoughts of, oh my gosh, is anybody saying I'm fat if I'm around, thin people? And I do not care what other people think of me because I know what I am now.
Wow.
And yeah, yes,
That's
it's,
huge.
it is huge. It's,
God, we're
yeah,
literally talking about the contrast between like not enjoying your life at all to like completely being able to be present and appreciate all the
every,
different aspects
yes,
of your
yes,
life. That's pretty huge. Yeah, like, oh my God.
yes, it is.
Wow, that is pretty
Yeah.
dramatic. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, for you, the experience was you didn't have the weight necessarily come off, but it's like that's the thing that happens is like, but the results that you get are so much better and it's actually what you wanted all along. You know,
Yes.
so we can work really hard and like, I could give you a plan for how to lose weight and all of that kind of stuff. Everybody knows how to do that already, but we're not sticking to that. But like we can fast track the feeling that it is that we want when we imagine having that body exactly the way that we want and having that weight loss, like by creating those feelings for ourselves now. But how do we make that shift? So what would you say, Cindy, was like one of the most dramatic tools that you learned or something that shifted that
Ah,
the biggest for you?
okay. I'm going to say, well, you gave so many good tools and I do use them. I would say the one that I use the most is tapping.
Mm,
And that's because I can do it anywhere. It's quick, it's easy, it's very effective. But also, I start my day out with trying to set an intention now of what I want to
mm,
get accomplished for the day. So I spend time quietly. I give myself 45 minutes or so in the morning, to do whatever readings I want to do a little meditation, to sort of focus myself and ground myself so that I don't have to worry about any what I am doing. And tapping is something that I found when I get a little off base, I can do anytime. And
mm.
it's so easy. It's so easy.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah, one of the
But I
main
want
things that we
go
talk
ahead.
about is that like a lot of people don't know the relationship with themselves, right? And like you were
Yes.
saying, like you're just comparing, it's like you're ping pong balling around each and every day with no
Right.
actual, sitting within yourself and having that foundation or setting up your day with your own intention and having things go like that. So I love that you give yourself that time and you begin to create your own day, your own experience, your own attitude, your own mood, your own
Yes.
energy level. And from there, like when you're feeling good, anything becomes possible.
Oh, it's so wonderful to have your day filled with excitement and joy all the time. Yeah, it's a whole new world for me.
Wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's amazing. Yeah, a lot of things that I see, like a lot of times dieters, they'll strip out all the joy in their life. Like they'll take out because it's like, I can't have sugar. I can't have I can't have any of these things anymore. Right. And
Right,
it's
right.
like,
Yeah.
and it's like bringing back that joy. How do we bring back that joy and enthusiasm for every day? And like, right, but it takes some due diligence and you showed up. You did all the work every day. You took everything on 100%. So I just want to commend you for really taking on the program and making it your own so that you get these results day after day. I'm so happy that you
Oh,
feel
well, I can't. Well, I've told you so many times, but I can't thank you enough for being there for not only me, but everybody that can do this. I mean, it's such an amazing program. It really is. It's way beyond my expectations
wow.
and took me in a direction that I now can follow on my own,
Mm.
and I keep learning. And you started that all out. So I thank you very much.
Woohoo. Yeah, and I thank you for
Yeah.
being brave enough to reach out and send me a Facebook message and ask for help. That's like 90%
Oh, me too.
of the thing. Like it's like
Yes.
takes that initial reaching out and saying, "Hey, I need something. I don't know what it is, or maybe you do know what it is, but yeah,
Oh, I didn't.
conversation.
You took me where I didn't think I was going.
You did great on the ride. Awesome,
Oh,
Cindy. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you doing this for people. I'm sure it inspired so many people just to hear your story. I'm sure a lot of people are resonating. If there was one piece of advice that you could give anybody out there who is struggling in the way that you were struggling prior to the program, what advice would you give them?
do not label foods good or bad. If you feel like something, eat it. And you know what? If you just try and listen to how your body's reacting to foods, you'll find out that pretty soon those sugary things aren't what you want to eat. So
Mm,
just, yeah, it's not good or bad foods. All food is to nourish you. So eat whatever you feel like, but be conscious of what you're eating.
yeah.
Listen to how your body responds to the foods that you put in it. I guess that's, yeah,
I love
yeah,
that. Yeah, it's like first be nice to yourself, give yourself what it is that you're actually asking for, and then observe yourself, and like face those fears and yeah, deal with whatever comes
yes,
with the tools that you get. It's a journey for sure, and I think that that's great advice.
yes, it is.
Thank you so much, Cindy. All right, if anybody has any questions,
Thank you,
just permanent
Leslie.
weight loss, you know where to come. And if anybody wants to send a heart to Cindy and say congratulations, go ahead and put that in the comments. She deserves it. Thanks so much, Cindy. See you guys soon.
Thanks, Leslie.
Bye.
Goodbye.